Solve the inequality x squared minus 9x plus 14 is less than 0. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to swap the less than sign to an equals. Because if I do that, as soon as you do that, you should recognise, well, it's a quadratic equation and I can factorise this. So let's factorise. So that means I need to put it into my grid. Let's change colour so that it's clear. So inside I'm going to have my x squared. So this must be x and this must be x. The number over here is going to be plus 14. So I know that this times this is going to be 14. So I can start listing my factor pairs of 14. So I've got 1 times 14, 2 times 7, 3 doesn't, 4 doesn't, 5 doesn't, 6 doesn't, 7 we start repeating ourselves. I need to pick the pair that's going to make negative 9. So 1 and 14, I can't add or subtract those numbers to make negative 9. So it's not going to be that one. But 2 and 7 I can make negative 9. It means that both of them must be negative. Negative 2 take away 7 is negative 9. Just check. Negative 2 times negative 7. Negative times a negative is positive. So that does work. Negative 2 times negative 7 is positive 14. So I've now got, in brackets, it's x minus 2, x minus 7 is equal to 0. So I can solve that. Either x minus 2 is equal to 0 or x minus 7 is equal to 0. And they're little balance methods. So add 2 to both sides, x equals 2. Add 7 to both sides, x equals 7. So when I draw that on my quadratic graph, I'm going to have a quadratic that crosses at x is 2 and x is 7. So it's going to look like this. Okay, now I go back to my inequality symbol. So the inequality symbol here was anything less than 0. Well, here's this line here would be y equals 0. So anything less than 0 is going to be below the line. So I'm actually going to have x is between 2 and 7. So that's the answer to the first part. Let's write that up here. So this one is x is between 2 and 7. Now you'll see that this question here, it's now bigger than 0. So it would be anything above the line. So that would be this highlighted bit here. So therefore it would be anything that's less than 2, so x is less than 2, or x is greater than 7. And then the last question, again using the same equation but a different symbol. So this time we've got less than or equal to. So all I need to do, it's very similar to the first question that we had, but it also includes an equal to. So it's less than, so it's anything below the line, but it's also equal to. So it's x is between, make sure you put the equal to signs, 2 and 7.